Have you ever wanted to create your own coloring pages? Imagine turning a simple sketch into something fun, relaxing, and creative for anyone to enjoy. I'm showing you step by step how to design and illustrate your very own custom coloring pages featuring adorable characters like this fluffy little bear. Hi everyone, welcome back to Haley K Studio. I'm Haley and I like to share Procreate tutorials for beginners. If you've ever wanted to create your own coloring pages, whether it's for yourself, your kids, or just to share with others, making custom coloring pages is a fun and creative process. So today I'm going to show you step by step how to design and illustrate a cute character coloring page, just like this one. So let's go ahead and get started. So step one is sketching out your idea. And for this video, I'll be sketching a cute little bear sitting on a bench, and it's gonna have a little bit of a cherry blossom motif with little petals all around. And the way I like to start is very simple by blocking out the shapes of my design. I'm starting with a blank canvas in Procreate that is 8.5 inches by 11 inches, just a standard paper size, so that it can be printed out and it can be used like a normal coloring page. And I'm just gonna be using my Narender pencil to sketch it out at first, and I just have black chosen. And I will only be using the brushes that are standard to your Procreate. I'm going to be using the Narender pencil for the sketching, and I'm just going to use the monoline brush for the lining portion. I like to start off with very simple shapes to block out my design and then add some more of the details later. So I just start with very simple shapes like a circle for my little bear's head and some little half circles for his ears and some more rounded shapes for his body. He's going to be holding a little milkshake right here, and he's just going to be sitting on a little bench. And I have him on the lower thirds of my page because he's going to have a little sort of town scene behind him, like the little ice cream shop that he got his little milkshake from. So I'll block out those as well. And he will be sitting on a little bench that is on a sidewalk. There's just going to be a few little items around him, like some plant pots. I'm just going to be very basic with my shapes and how this starts to look, and then I'll be more detailed with it as I go on. So I've just added the basic design. I'll add more details as I go on, but I've got everything basically planned out where I want it to be. And you do not have to worry about making this part perfect. This is just about planning it out and getting your idea on paper and not worrying too much about how it looks. This sort of just helps plan out your page and making sure there's enough detail, and it's going to give whoever is coloring this in lots to do. So now I'm just going to go ahead and start adding more details and cleaning up my sketch quite a bit. So I'm going to go ahead and start that process. So to do that, I'm just going to turn down my basic sketch so that I can see through it a little more. And I'm going to add a new layer. I'll just put it below there, and I will just start adding the finer details and clean this up quite a bit. So now our more detailed sketch is all done, and I can turn off that original layer where I blocked out all of my little spots, and it is much cleaner now, and it's still not coloring page ready yet. So next, it's time to ink this design. This step gives your coloring page its bold outlines and makes it more friendly for coloring in. So like I mentioned, I'm just going to be using my monoline brush from my sketching tab from my brush library, but I will be using this one that I edited where I adjusted the stabilization. I have the streamline up to 86% and I have the stabilization up to 54%. This just allows for more smoother lines and it's a much cleaner look. But you can use whatever tool you're comfortable with. This just happens to be my favorite for outlining. So I will add a new layer, and again, I will keep my sketch on top, but I will turn down the opacity so I can see through it a little bit better. And then once I start filling in that lining, you'll see it much better. So I am going to do my lining on my layer 3, and I start off by going over the main outlines first, like the bear and his bench, and then I'll just work my way around and until everything is lined. You just want to make sure that you keep your lines clean and smooth, since these will be the guides for anyone coloring in your coloring page. I'm going to set my monoline brush to 40%. This is going to give a somewhat thicker line, and you can choose whatever weight of the line you want to do. It's totally up to you, and you can always reduce the size for more intricate details like these plants and other areas that might seem a little bit more intricate and smaller. And one thing to keep in mind as you're doing the lining is sometimes where you get the roundedness of the end of your monoline brush, and this is a personal preference as well. If you want to make sure that you get crisper lines, you just want to make sure you overlap it more and you don't stop your monoline brush before it completely overlaps, and then you see that rounded aspect to the end of the monoline. Again, that's just personal preference, and I prefer it to be completely overlapped. So now I'm going to go ahead and get started, and I will see you at the end of the outlining. So here's my coloring page. I believe I've gotten everything lining that I've wanted to line, and I just have a few things here and there that I'm gonna finish up. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn off the sketch and we can see it much more clearly. And this really looks like a great coloring page. It's got a lot of activity, but not too much. And the lines are nice and thick, and this would be great for coloring in. So there's just a few little spots that I would like to fix. This one right here, just want to connect these a little bit nicer. And for a positive user experience for whoever is going to be coloring this in, if you're doing it yourself or if you want to eventually sell something like this on like Etsy or something, you just want to go through and clean up a little bit here and there if you overlapped lines a little bit too much, and just clean it up so that it is nice to color in and it doesn't look a little weird in spots. Like here, there's a little bit of a space there. It's just nice to go through and clean it up and make it look nice and crisp. So as I was going through with lining all of this, I was using a feature of Procreate that is great for lining an image like this that has a little bit of geometry to it. When I would do a straight line, it's not just holding it down and creating the straight line, but holding down the screen makes it so that it stays in line with an imaginary grid. It would be like a grid that is like a drawing guide. It stays straight along a grid line. So that's a great thing to keep in mind if you want to make sure that you have straight lines. Not only do you hold down your Apple Pencil, but you can hold down your finger and it's going to stay straight to a grid line as well. So I just have one more part to this that I want to add. I want to add a word here. I want to add the word ice cream. So I'm just going to use my add text tool, and I'll go to actions and then add text, and my little text box appears here, and I'm just going to tap on AA so I can choose a font. I'm going to choose a font called Jelly Roll. It's a font that I made, and I have linked it down below if you would like to use the same font. And I'm going to turn on outline so that if someone likes to color in text as well, they can color in the text. So I'm just going to make it left justified so that I can type in my word or words. So, but I want to have it all caps. So I'm just gonna have it all caps and say ice cream. And it's a little big, so I will scooch it over and then tap on AA again and just reduce it down so that it fits in there nicely. And there, that is just a little bit of type that can also be colored in as part of coloring this in. So now that this illustration is all finished, it's time to turn this into a printable coloring page. You can export this directly from Procreate in whatever file that you want. If you want to print this out as a physical coloring page, you can just tap on Actions and then Share. I like to choose PDF, and it really doesn't matter what quality you choose. I just go for the middle one, better, because seems like it's right. So you can either send this directly to your printer, or you can airdrop this to another device. If you're already hooked up to a printer, you can print it directly, and using the PDF document as the file type works really well with printing it. If you would like to export this as a digital coloring page, you can either export it with the white background, or you can turn off the white background and you can see that it is just transparent, so you can't really see it there, but then you can export it as a PNG, and you can airdrop this or email this or send it in whatever way that you want to as a transparent PNG. Exporting this as a transparent PNG allows someone to color it in without having to worry about coloring over the lines, or they can even drag and drop color to do like a color fill. And this can be imported into any note-taking program or into Procreate as well, however the user wants to color this in. And if you were to have this imported into Procreate, you can use any brushes to fill this in and color it and add any shading effects that you like. The options are endless, just like a regular coloring page. And if you're sharing this with others or selling it online, you definitely want to test out your coloring page yourself, make sure that it works out, and you can provide it as an example on how others might approach it and color it in themselves. So I've made this coloring page available for you to download for free. So check out the link in the description to download this coloring page. If you join as a paid member on my Patreon, I'm going to be sharing a coloring page every month just for my Patreons, so you don't want to miss out on that. So thank you so much for joining me today. I hope this tutorial inspires you to create your own unique coloring pages. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel because I share lots of great Procreate tutorials for beginners, and I'm sure you'll find something that you'll like. So until next time, keep drawing because I certainly am, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!